few minutes later, how do you reflect on having beaten all those superstars of the sprint?
Yeah, it's a really good, great start of the season. Didn't expect to win immediately, but of course we tried, and we spoke about it with the team. I think today everything went perfect, and yeah, it's super good to win immediately the start of the year.
Hi, you sprint early compared to the others. What can you describe the sprint, please?
Yeah, we know it was a lot tailwind in the end, so yeah, of course you didn't have to hesitate to start a sprint, because when it's headwind, then of course you can gamble a little bit and come later, but today we knew the speed was high, and you should just go and make sure you could do your sprint. And I'm happy we could find the gap, and I can just launch a sprint as I want, and yeah, to be first over the line was a great feeling.
Can you talk a bit about yourself? You're from the same town as Tom Boonen. Was he someone special in your becoming a cyclist?
Yeah, of course. When I was young, I was a superhero back then, so I was a big fan at the moment, and I like to follow the races. I like to follow the Flemish races, of course, and yeah, of course, yeah, you grow up as well, and you start doing the sport, and of course compete at the highest level, and that's really cool that I'm here also competing against top sprinters, and that I'm able to win.
Do you know that Tom Boonen was fourth on this line at the Abu Dhabi Tour?
I didn't know there was a finish line here before, so probably there was, but I'm not so good at in history.
Yeah, it was the Abu Dhabi Tour before the UAE Tour.
Okay.
Dominique?
Yes, what kind of cyclist are you? Do you expect to be something else than a pure sprinter?
Of course, yeah, we're aiming for the sprints at the moment, and I think that's my biggest weapon. But of course, we want to check our limits as well in the Flemish Classics, and also this winter we trained more towards this. So yeah, let's see the coming months how I develop there. But yeah, I think my main strength will still be in the sprint.
How can you develop? What work will you do to develop? Is it just gaining experience, or is it a special?
Yeah, getting stronger, just getting the engine a little bit stronger, and make sure I'm able to be more fresh in the final, and yeah, to compete in the final at the hardest races. But yeah, we'll see how it is. Today was a really easy race because yeah, the speed was pretty low all the time, and it just built it up towards the finish line. So you don't really can compare it with classic races or Paris-Nice or all these hard races that are coming up. But yeah, it was just a super fast finish and a super fast sprint, and that's always yeah, hard to win as well.
Giro?
Jasper, congrats. You was before in UAE Emirates before joining the team. Can you describe how was the switch? Why did you decide to change?
Yeah, I think it was just a new step in my career, and the team Alpecin Phoenix is maybe more focused towards classics and sprints than UAE Emirates is. So of course two really great teams, but I think in this team I'm able to develop myself purely as a sprinter. So yeah, that's why I think it's a really good step, and also close to my house, feels a little bit like family to me. So yeah, only good vibes at the moment in the team.
So today, do you kind of close a circle, because you started your career with the team from here, but probably you were not big enough in your first 2 years for doing this race, and last year you could only do stage 1. Now you're a winner.
Yeah, of course. I'm growing every year, and I'm 23, getting will be 24. So my top year should come. When I was in UAE, it was my first 2 years of pro. So of course you need to learn still a lot, and I just get stronger in general. And there were some really strong sprinters in UAE, so I was never really able to do the UAE tour when I was there. But it's a great race here, and I'm also with the highest field and highest level of sprinters. So it's an important start of the season.
One last question.
Yes, one more. Last year you finished 6 times in the top 3 of the Tour de France. A few months later, how do you reflect on that? Because you were really disappointed in Paris, finishing 2.
Yeah, and this moment was a big disappointment because you fight 3 weeks for the win in the Tour, and it's the biggest race of the season. So you're always hoping and aiming for a win there, and I was really close there. So this moment was a big disappointment, but I'm still young, so I have many more years in the Tour to come, and we just need to keep working and keep making progression, and then one day it will come. That will be for sure if you just develop normally and you get stronger normally. If all things go well, then it should be for sure possible to ever win a stage.
Dank u wel.
Thank you.